some new products like toothpaste and so on. So I soon became a member, and I've been a member now for 7 months. Not quite long enough to know all these products in detail, and there's a few I haven't tried yet, but I'll do my best today to help you to understand some of them, especially from my viewpoint as a Chinese medicine doctor. So, is this what your morning looks like? Jason, 7 years ago, is this what your morning looked like? Okay, well, I'm going to hopefully try to change that today. So let's start again. Let's take a few seconds to think about how our ideal morning would really look if we could control it. So what do you think? It could be quite different, couldn't it? Well, most of the time, our morning is going to be much better if we prepare the day before a little bit in the evening for what our morning could be. And one of those ways to prepare is, let's say we come home from work and we're not feeling so well, things didn't go well at work, maybe we're a little run down, maybe we're starting to catch a cold. One of the first products we should reach for is our Hemohim, okay? And Hemohim is an amazing product for a lot of reasons. And let's take a look at some of those reasons. It was actually developed by the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute. Why? Because those researchers would start getting run down from working with radiation all the time. So their immune systems would go down, they would start to suffer ill health, and the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute decided to do something about that. They had to fix their scientists' health. So this is a little bit about CARI, the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute. I'm not going to go too much into some of these slides, but you know, for your information, this is here. But the Institute decided to do something about the ill health. And so they researched it. They spent 8 years of research, a lot of money. They took 15 PhDs and devoted them to this research and 30 other researchers. And they started going through different natural products like Chinese medicinal herbs and other vegetables, fruits, other products out there. And they finally came up with something that we now know as Hemohim. Hemohim, as it turns out, has the properties of being able to build up the immune system. It can actually build up blood. So if you are anemic, this would be a very good product to use to help to increase the amount of red blood cells and so on. It's been found to be anti-cancer. Now, you cannot go out there and tell everyone it's anti-cancer. But, for example, in my position, if I have a patient who has cancer, I could suggest that Hemohim might be something that this patient looks into. Hemohim is also anti-inflammatory, and it's radioprotective, meaning that it will protect you from radiation, so that radiation will not harm you. And you may not know this, but when you fly in airplanes, you're often exposed to a certain amount of radiation. So this is an excellent product to help protect you in that case as well. Some of the ingredients of Hemohim are angelica, chuanxiong, and peony root. And these are herbs that I use every day in my clinic. And I love the smell of them. I love how they work. They really work well. I can tell you from my experience that these are herbs that show up in many, if not most, of my herbal prescriptions. And so I personally have a lot of faith in these herbs. Some of the ways that Hemohim helps to build up your health is through these methods. Now, for all of you non-scientists out there, this probably means nothing to you, but for me, this means a lot, okay? NK killer cells, these are very important to have intact and working to kill the bacteria and so on that infect us, okay? And so through these methods, we can increase our health. Also, Hemohim is patented in many different countries around the world. So Korea, Japan, 4 countries in Europe and the United States all have, there are patents in all of these countries for Hemohim. This is really important because it proves that Hemohim has the activity that it's claiming. And if you're research-minded and you go on PubMed.gov, you'll find out that there's something like 137 different research citations for Hemohim. So this is really exciting because this means that it's been shown scientifically to actually